Hello, everybody. Hey, Kevin. Hey, Nuka DeLuca. And hey, Sinistella. And Xanis. And Linux developer. Welcome in, one and all. This is the final stream before vacation. I'll be gone for at least Monday through Thursday, but possibly also Friday. Lunch was good. I tried a new restaurant that's nearby that opened up a couple months ago, and it's not bad. There's a slight dilemma, which is that there's this restaurant, the new restaurant. It's closer, it's like slightly more expensive, and it's slightly worse. So would I rather go to a slightly farther place to get possibly slightly better food at a cheaper cost? And yeah, it's how much do I value this part? But I hadn't tried it until yesterday, so I didn't know. And it's not bad, and it's not that much more expensive. Are you sold out yet? Nope. They're still here. Another 2 hours or so. Hey, Pressel, is this a vacation where you go abroad or just off from work? I haven't really shared. Slightly on the cost front is maybe $18 versus $16 before tip. So not huge. And on the taste front is maybe like a 7 out of 10 versus an 8.4 out of 10 or something like that. So it's still good. I still enjoyed it. It's just the other one is better. Maybe like an 8.2. So yeah, like marginal differences. Anyway, it was good. I had that as leftover, so I liked it. Last time I tried the vacation command is outdated. Yeah, I fixed this since then. And distance, okay, distance is a walk versus a drive. And the length of the walk is like, I don't know, 5 minutes. And the drive would be probably like 10 minutes. That's my guess, at least. I don't totally know for sure. So yeah, I think this one's going to trump the other one because walking to place is pretty nice. Now you have all the variables. And excuse to walk is nice. Yeah, there's that too. Should have started there, walk anytime. Yeah. Well, there you could change the variable such that it doesn't make sense, right? I'm not going to walk to a restaurant that's like a 3 out of 10. I'm not going to walk to a restaurant that's $50 but tastes great. Is there a thing I miss Adam won't be? Oh yeah, my bad. Econ vacation. Yeah, it probably originally said something like Adam's going to be on vacation or something. Okay, where do we leave off of this? And why is any of this different? Oh, I copy pasted in a button to talk to Darkstorm about something. Yeah. All right, set the icon on Windows. I don't know what it takes to do this, and it might be difficult. So let's try to figure this out. Godot RC edit. How do I configure this RC edit thing? What is this? Oh, this post was mass deleted and anonymized. Interesting. I was like, is this code for something? Am I going nuts? Set the path. Say goodbye to RC edit. Have a look at the PR. Is it gone? Change Godot.ico to uncompressed fixed size. This was a while ago, as was this thread, I guess. Using RC edit to change Windows icon of your exported projects is a pain, especially when you're developing on Linux. As my PR to master was accepted and backported 3.5, you can use a simple script for Windows icon replacement. Should work with projects exported with Godot 4 Alpha 5. I should be at least on that. Scripting found here on GitHub. Please give it a try. I don't really mind using RC edit though. What is this? We'll work with Godot templates which were compiled with icon produced by Godot icon. Okay. None of the atoms. Sent the PR for the panel shortcut. Oh, cool. Yeah. Yeah. Review PRs. Is there a problem with your pie hole? There was an ad, wasn't it? I don't have it set for every domain. I don't know where that ad was that you saw, but yeah, probably I could make it a little bit more aggressive. As long as it blocks most of this stuff, I don't have a problem with reasonable ads. I guess let me put it that way. Yeah, 12,000 years ago. Okay, well, how do we normally use RC edit? They should have a thing here. Yeah, here it is. All right, and they write something on here. Why is Xanis in my Command F thing over here? RC edit. Is this about Mac? Or is this even something you have to do on Windows? RC edit and sign tool. Fails to change the icon. Test the result. Oh man. No, I don't have to try harder than that. It worked. I'm done. I know you're right there. Quite challenging. Finally managed to get it working with this stuff. Man. Exporter gained icon creation support here. Gained fallback there. Wait a second. Does someone have the Windows build on their computer? Does it have the right icon already? Does it look like the skeleton? Oh, well, the skull, I guess. Or does it look like, I don't know, like a window or something like that? I don't know if anyone has it and can check. But I need to look at how this stuff works over here because maybe this isn't a big deal anymore. Building from the editor, it does. Let me try the export. The one specifically on itch. I think it was under the Reddit post that was deleted. Yeah, maybe it was something served directly from Reddit. The newest build or any of them? Any of the ones since Monday, because that's when I upgraded Godot. Let me see. Is there something I have to do here? Advanced. I don't even see any icon stuff in here. Was that red ring on the finger? Just a ring. Yeah, I don't know if I even need to do anything anymore. And fallback for config icon here. January 22nd build is just the Godot icon. Okay, thank you for answering that. Let me write this down. I don't know what we have to do. The taskbar has Skeleseller icon. Interesting. Okay, let me give Xanis a point. How do we do something about that? Because we should already have the icon set through here, right? Icon.png. Yeah, that's the skeleton. Game assets icon. Yeah. Oh, what's that? SVG. What's that doing there? Windows native icon, icon.ico. Do we have one of those? We don't. Oh, we do. What? It's done automatically on start by calling set native icon. I don't understand why it's not showing that then. Yeah, I don't know where we do this. Okay, let's just search this then. Godot icon, executable icon. I'd like something new for this. This says that it's new, but I don't need to make an ICO file. I just need to figure out the file icon is the icon of the executable that you click on to start the project. Changing the file icon. You can change the file icon without external tools. Change the icon this way should work for executables. There are known issues when changing it that embed a PCK file. Recommended to avoid using RC edit. If you choose to enable the embed PCK option, in the dialog, embed PCK. Am I using that? It's off. If true, project resources are embedded in the executable. I wonder if that would fix things. Can I see the icon here on Mac? Because maybe that would let me test this a lot easier. Let's open up the Windows zip. It might. I don't know for sure. Okay, yeah, it's the Godot icon. Interesting. And then all of this stuff is everything else that we have. So what if we put it all inside? What if we just check this box and then export it? Save. Shows the product name is Godot Engine as well in its file properties. Yeah, I wonder if we can overwrite that. So I'm going to delete that. Does it include your font issue? Probably not, because that was happening even without exporting the build. All right, now we look at this. What does this have in it? Still not the right thing, but now there's no PCK file on the side. So that on its own is not enough to fix this. Let's delete both of these things. So let's turn that back off. What is modify resources? If enabled, icon and metadata is set according to... Oh, wow. Why is that off by default? It sounds like that's all we need. Oh, and now it expands all this stuff. Oh, it can overwrite this? Oh, I had no idea that was there. Could not start RC edit. Yeah, it's apparently not supposed to be needed. I'm kind of confused by this. Did this even do anything? If enabled, it's set according to the other application slash star values. Isn't that what we saw over here? Application slash, yeah, config and everything. What? What is auto accept quit? Quit on go back? I don't really know. Yeah, I don't really know. Maybe we just specify the icon over here. I mean, I'll try this stuff out. I don't think it should need RC edit. Console wrapper icon, what is that? If left empty, it'll fall back to application slash icon. Yeah, sure. Icon interpolation, that's fine. File version, product version, company name, product name. Maybe that would have automatically been set. Can I export now? I probably can't. I'd guess that it'd give me the same error. Oh, nice. It only needed that for the ICO file. Okay, so then maybe this will work. I don't think it needs it anymore based on Drat. It's not supposed to need it. Or disable modify resources. They say that you don't need it here. This thing said none of this is necessary unless you need manual control over these specific rescaled versions. The exporter gained ICO creation support here, and it gained fallback to application config icon here. Make Windows exporter fallback to other alternatives if no icon was set. Why doesn't this seem to work for me? Windows icon Mac. We should probably delete that Godot SVG. Maybe it's using that for some reason. Why would it be? Let's just search icon.svg. No, nothing should be using this. Yeah, nothing should be using this. Or maybe that only works when exporting from Windows. Maybe. Maybe. Several issues with Mac export. This is from 2017 though. I'm not sure. What if we delete this from the project? Go to game assets, icon, and delete this one. icon.svg, which I now realize we should do from over here. Icon.svg, delete that. Now if I export, and I guess turn this off, because Godot probably has that built in somewhere, but now it's not on my project anymore. Nothing was pointing at it anyway, though, so I don't think this is going to do anything. But it's worth a shot. It's so fast to test this out. No, it did not fix anything. Tried to restart the computer. No. Man, what do we do about this? Also, what's that orange thing there? I've never seen that before. Whiskey. Oh, interesting. Oh, I could probably even open this on my computer. Huh. All right, well, I'm not going to do that. Yeah, I could just get RC Edit. Maybe that would be fine. Mac OS install RC Edit. Like, how hard is it to use this? Is it this? Command line tool to edit resources of executable. Yeah, I think it's this. Can I just install this through Homebrew? Brew help. Brew search RC edit. No. Okay. Or maybe that's only searching things that are installed. Homebrew. RC edit. No, yeah, I don't have it. Well, I could just install it through here. And it's not even that hard to do. I just... I don't know if this is needed. I guess it's worth trying. Pre-built binaries can be found here. How much do we trust this? I mean, Godot used this. And this was only updated 2 years ago. So it's not like they could have snuck in some change. These are executables, though. Where do I get the Mac version of this? Do I have to build this myself? Building, clone, build, change to it, make, build it. Okay, let's try that, I guess. I don't know if this is going to work. Does it even work on Mac? I think it should. I'm pretty sure there used to be documentation saying something about doing this from a Mac. If you get that warning about needing RC edit, uncheck modify resources, which means you won't have a custom icon on Windows. If you do want a custom icon, then install RC edit and apparently Wine following these instructions. Did these instructions change though? Did they mention Wine on here? Linux and Mac users will also need to install Wine to use RC edit. On Mac OS or later. This is why I didn't do this in the past. Well, I've got whiskey. Maybe that's good enough. Maybe we just install this. Let's see what happens. So now I specify this as the path in here. RC edit. That's probably not a thing. It's probably an editor setting. Here it is. Then we try that thing and it's probably just not going to work. All right, export. Now watch it break. Not sure if you can point to it through Godot. I don't know if it'll just try launching the executable using whiskey to begin with. Although if it does, it's going to take forever. Okay, that on its own doesn't work. Just give code to someone with Windows and let them compile. I have a Windows machine. I like to be able to do this right from my Mac. You can download it here. They link to the same thing. After downloading, tell Godot the path, go to editor, blah, blah, blah. I did that. Navigate to and select it. Then install Wine, it says. You specify the icon when exporting. Yeah, I've got this there. Oh, if RC Edit fails to change the icon, you can instead compile your own Windows export templates. Oh, cool. With the icon change, to do so, replace Godot.ico with your own ICO file before compiling export templates. Once this is done, you can specify your export templates as custom export templates in your project's Windows export preset. Okay, we could do this. I'm going to write this in my notes. If you don't want to use RC Edit, they have instructions farther down that page saying that you can compile Windows export templates yourself with Godot.ico replaced by your icon. All right, that would work. I think it would be tedious, but I do have instructions on how to do that. But I wonder if there's anything online that people have asked about Godot, RC, Edit, Mac, Wine, something like this. How do I configure this thing? All of your advice boils down to figure it out yourself. Oh, man. Export zip button? Wait, I'm not supposed to do that then? Export PCK or export project? What's the difference? This is not a playable build, only the project data without a Godot executable. Playable build, yeah. I'm missing something. Why is it only talking about icons and application icons? Oh my god. RC Edit and its accompanying yellow warning is completely fine to ignore unless you want to change your icon from the Godot icon or add things like file version tracking. You can ignore the warning and export. Simply leave. Tick the runnable toggle top right. Set an export location, hit export all. Yeah, I have that already set, and I was doing that already. Might need to restart Godot. I think that in order for this to work, like if I double click this now, it should open Whiskey. I guess Godot doesn't know how to do that. But let's try restarting Godot. Yeah, let's try restarting it. Maybe having Whiskey open is all that's needed. I'd like to get a way that's easy enough to get this working. And if it's not possible, then fine. I'm not bothered by any of this so far. Now let's try exporting this. We have it set to modify. I'm going to go delete the other folder that we have. And maybe it'll work. No. Could not start it. Configure the path. Okay, maybe what we should do is configure it to be Whiskey and tell it to start RC Edit. I wonder if that would work. Which Whiskey? Whiskey. Actually, let's do home downloads. Whiskey RC Edit. Unexpected argument. Usage subcommand. Create a new bottle. Run a program. Missing expected argument path. Okay, this might actually work. We paste this into here. I don't think this is going to work, but it might. They need to know to interpret what I'm doing as arguments instead of just the RC edit path. So we say whiskey run, close this, try exporting. I'd be pretty impressed if this worked. I don't have high hopes for this. I think we're going to see that same yellow message. Could not find RC edit executable at whiskey run. What if we made it, okay, What if we made a script that called these things? This is so stupid. Okay, so testeroni.sh, I guess. And then we paste this in, but we witch whiskey first and paste this in too so that it can't possibly have any path things wrong. Home, downloads, get CD. All right. You can hold the wine executable inside whiskey. You can try running wine path, RC edit path, game executable path, set icon. Oh, and change the already exported build and then just zip it up again. Hey, Cubemizer. Yeah, that would potentially work. Yeah, test. Oh, whoops. I shouldn't write this in here. All right, let's try this one. So now it's in temp change mod plus X testeroni. Whoops. Where's the testeroni? And then pass that in. So get this directory. Put this over here. Like I said, nearly positive this won't work. But that won't stop me from trying it. All right, now we export. Yeah, okay. Well, it's worth a shot. Oh, wait, no, we need to pass in $1, right? Okay, hold on. Let me try that. Possibly we need to pass in more than that. Yeah. Is the game good? Yeah, it's getting better. I know I just messaged you yesterday, but I had watched over your video again, and I'm like, we fixed that, we fixed that, we fixed that. It's actually $ like star or something, bash pass all arguments to another script. $question mark, $star, $star, and with a quotation mark apparently. All right, like I said, not hopeful that this is gonna work, but I'll try the way that Kevin suggested afterward. This game called Compile is pretty cool. It's a lot of fun. There's like endless gameplay here. I'm almost leveled up too. I'm like 12% to the next level. Oh, I see you down level when you hit the yellow boss. Yeah, I think we'll try doing this through just a completely separate script. Hey, Carnell. I don't think I've seen the name before. Isn't it $at? It's $at in one of these. It might be in batch that it's that way. I'm not sure, but I'm probably going to stop this. And I'm probably going to just try doing it the other way. If I said works, you can also put it into a script. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. As long as it's pretty much automated for me. In fact, what I probably should do is make it so that I can call all of these things from a script. So I don't even need to manage that anymore. And maybe that's what we should figure out after that. Try figuring out how to export from the command line rather than having to use the Godot UI. That way I can put the RC edit stuff in there. Write instructions on all of this. Notes on the RC edit stuff. All right, let's go test this out. How do we do this? We got to go learn how to use RC edit to modify stuff. Where's the repo here? Set version, where's set icon? Here it is, set icon. Okay, so we got to do this. If we were to just try calling RC edit, that doesn't look good. Why is that red? Permission denied. Oh, because it wouldn't know to run through whiskey. Okay, that's fine. Well, anyway, if we were to run this and then paste in path to executable. Okay, path to executable is, let's just pull it from here. Oops. So we gotta extract the Windows thing and then recompress it afterward. Whatever, it's all gonna be a script, so it won't really matter. All right, so then we pass this in, and then we do set icon and get the path to the icon. And the path to the icon is here. Unknown option set icon. Okay, we probably need to call run with all of this in quotes, maybe. Expected argument path. All right, how do you call whiskey run? Whiskey. Documentation. How to run. Whiskey CMD. They have an example of how to run? They don't? Are you kidding me? Okay, I guess not. All right, well, there's a dash dash help. Let's look at that. Maybe that'll have some more information. Path args. Yeah, you're not supposed to put... Oh, bottle name. I thought it said executable. Run a program. Whiskey run. Okay, well, bottle name path. Do I just make up a thing? Hello? No, I think I have to create a bottle first. Yeah. Yeah, I think Kevin just said the same thing. All right, so pin program run. Pin program might be what they call making a new bottle, but they have import bottle here. I've no idea what that's expecting. What does pin program do? I don't know any of what I'm doing right now. All right, how do we use this? Whoops. Whiskey, add a bottle. I guess we could do this from the command line. This is not the kind of whiskey I want. I want the one on Mac. Oh, am I already inside of the Steam bottle over here? I don't know how any of this works. Kill all bottles, import. Yeah, I'll probably just create it from the command line. Okay, well, there's no instructions there, so let's just run it from this. Create, what does this take in? Create name. Okay, create RC edit, I guess. Created new bottle. Seriously? So could I have just done that? Unknown option set icon. This is not RC edit trying to run, is it? I am so confused. What if I just do this? Who knows? Who knows at all what just happened? But I think it's interpreting help as the whiskey's help thing that we have over here. Should have a plus button on the top right of whiskey's UI. Oh, yeah, there it is. Okay. Oh, man. Okay, you could also do all of this on Mac using whiskey. Gotta stop doing that. I'm trying to get the application, and I just assume that Bing is going to know what I'm talking about. Whiskey. Open whiskey. Click the plus at the top right to make a new bottle. Okay, click this. Bottle name, RC edit. Windows version doesn't really matter. Bottle path doesn't really matter. Name it RC edit. Okay, now what? Pin a program. Install programs. Configuration. What am I supposed to do? Run? Oh, it's doing something. It might be easier to install Wine, but I want to see if I can avoid that because I have whiskey on the computer already. All right, now we click run at the bottom right. And it does not work that way. We install a program, maybe? Ah, yes, WordPad. All right, I have notes on whiskey, don't I? No? Hold on. These are my personal notes? Give me a sec. Let me see if because I used this before. I wrote something about it. Whiskey. No, I didn't. What? Maybe I wrote it in the Mac note? Nope. What did I use this for? I used this for trying to play a game. I guess it never worked in the end anyway, but I could have sworn I wrote about this. Well. Yeah, how do you use this? I even installed Steam through this. I could have sworn I wrote this. Doesn't run, just let you select it. It would let me path to it. I just wasn't sure if it was going to work. So I could try it. Is it working? I don't know. Is it installed? I thought I would have to install it or something. Open C drive? Maybe I have to put it in here. So stupid. It's got to be some way to do this. I don't need a new bottle. What does this do? Refresh. Show in Finder. Well, did I install Steam over here? Let's just look at the instructions for that. Install Steam in Whiskey. All right, Whiskey and Steam setup. Download and make a bottle for the Windows version. To do this, download the client, copy it to the virtual C drive. Oh, okay. Okay, so we got to copy it into the virtual drive. So open C drive and then paste it in here somewhere. This sure is an easy to use program. I'll just put it at the root. I don't know. I kind of wanted that to be in both places. Okay, now we try running it from there. Does that work? I see a little spinning icon, but no, it does not seem to work. Pin. Doesn't even pin it. All right, well, this was probably a waste of time. Maybe we should try wine. What does wine tricks do? I don't know. Just delete all this. Remove. Yeah, I should probably... I'm quitting this. This was a waste of time. Why does this still exist? This is my like virtualized C drive, which I don't want anymore. Uh-oh. Yeah, uh-oh. That shouldn't be there. Why is this leaving this around? Okay, well, I don't know. But we're going to delete that. And then we're going to try to install wine. Bing. Done. All right, while that's running, let's put this here. Actually, maybe it'll just work through wine without us needing to make a custom script now. I don't know, but let's just paste some random things here. Notes on using wine for this. All right, did it install? It's built for Intel Mac OS. Seriously? GStreamer runtime. Can I just not do this? I don't want to do this. We have... All right, let's do the export templates way. Although all that's going to do is change the icon, right? It's not going to change all this other information. How does that information get there to begin with, though? It must exist somewhere. If it fails to change the icon, you can instead compile your own export templates with the icon changed. So it's presumably typing in its own information as well. Replace platform / Windows / Godot. Don't I have this somewhere? Godot FD platform. There it is. Platform / what? Windows? Okay, didn't someone say that it's got text on it like... Yeah, here it is. Chef Alton said the product name is Godot Engine. I wonder if we could just change that. So let's search for Godot Engine. Okay, that was not helpful. But possibly this is helpful. Company name, legal copyright. I wonder if file version information is there. Godot res wrap. It's either that or it's res. You may already have wine in Whiskey's library folder worth checking. I wonder how you run it. Possibly. Where is whiskey? It's an app. So yeah, it's installed in applications. Whiskey. What dot contents? Whiskey dot app. I don't know. Is tree here? Or not tree, wine? Wine dot swift. Whiskey wine. All right, I'm not sure about that. I'm curious about this company name. This shows up twice, right? Yes. Export plugin. It's probably that company name. Yeah, yeah, here's everything. I wonder if we can change these things. Should be in application support, whiskey. Whoops. Support whiskey libraries. I apparently don't have whiskey in here. Oh, there it is. Libraries. Wine bin. Wine 64. Oh, look at that. So now how does this work? Run the specified program. Okay. We're gonna get there. Oh my God. All right. Before we go on, let's look at export plugin. I just want to write this in my notes. So export plugin. I'm just getting this so that I'm in the Godot repo, but I know this is not how I want to search for things. I want to search up here. And then somewhere in this, what was this called? Export plugin.cpp, I think. Yeah, export underscore plugin.cpp. This one. This had the company name thing in here. Oh, this is for Android though. We want it for Windows. Windows export plugin. Maybe in here. Yeah. Company name. Yeah. So somewhere over here, let's just copy from here down to like here. It's ridiculous. They have instructions further down the page saying you can compile Windows export templates yourself and replace the icon. I assume you can also replace any of the other metadata by modifying this file. But I didn't test this. Didn't test this because I'm about to use Wine to do the thing that we tried to do a little while ago. Let's go back to the downloads folder, get our RC edit, get CD, put this over here, RC edit, -- help, which should hopefully be for RC edit now. Created configuration directory, using a bunch of stuff. Usage, RC edit file name. Wow, okay. Now we typed in the file name. We're getting somewhere. Oh my God. All right, copy this. And then there's, what was the instruction for this? This, set icon path to ICO. And the path to ICO is up here. Copy. All right, just takes forever to run. And did it work? Do we now have the icon set correctly? Oh my God, we do. You're a genius, Kevin. Okay, cool. So that was like an hour of work for changing an icon of a file. But we can write this down now. Notes on using Wine for this. Could we have had Godot do this itself somehow? And maybe we could have, maybe. But again, I doubt it because I don't think it's going to interpret this correctly. But we would path to this where we'll find Wine 64. And then we path from there to here for RC edit. I don't know the name of it. RC edit 64, yeah, there. All right, would that have worked? Because if so, that'd be a lot easier. Need a script that calls that. Yeah, that would be the next check. Because clearly whiskey didn't work for this. Could not find RC edit executable there. Okay. That's why we have testeroni. You gotta stop doing that. All right, so now this changes to be this. This needed to be in quotes. I think that's why that had failed. Yeah, and we might need this too at the end. Let's try it with the quotes around this. Not hopeful about this either. I'm not hopeful about the script route. But if it works, then it works. Did it make it farther? It looked like it did something more. I think it got stuck on 88% before. Although that could just be coincidence. Yeah, it's coincidence. All right, so the next step is to try this thing. And then the next step is to do this manually and write a script for it. Yeah. So copy path of active file and put that into here. This is just really fun. Just a whole lot of fun. All right, how we doing? Is it gonna work? It'd be nice to get this working through the Godot UI. And if this doesn't work, I'm out of ideas. Has someone written about this online? RC edit Godot Mac OS executable path or maybe Wine. I don't know. I don't think people had written about this. Support running it from Wine. Oh, hey, nice. Check following locations for Wine. So they're what's this? Wine portable executable. I just need to put this in a particular location and all this sort of worked fine. It's like a fine wine. 3D extended, thanks for the resub. Happy just over 4 years. We are on a mission and we're going to figure this out. Either the user specifies the path to wine themselves. Oh, wait. Oh, there's a wine path? Oh, my God. Did I miss that? Is it right next to this? Oh, my God, it is. Oh, no. Oh, I'm so stupid. I searched for it. That's why I couldn't see the option that was next to it. All right. Well, whatever. Let's plug this in here. I don't know if we need quotes. Yeah. Oh, no. This is supposed to be very easy to do, and I'm like drastically complicating things. All right, now we copy the path to this and put that there, and then everything should just work, right? Oh, this is so easy. Is it gonna do it? If this doesn't work, it's just the quotation marks. But otherwise, I'm pretty confident it's gonna work. Yeah, it's just the quotation marks because it had double quotes there. Oh, we don't even need to close this to get to the settings. Just back from the house. It was a late night demolishing the bathroom. Did you do it yourself? Going to bed now. Have a great vacation. All right, well, take care. Thank you. I will have a great vacation. And I hope all the home renovations go well. Why do something simple? Oh, nice. It worked. Okay. Okay, we did it. We did it. So now what we have to do to verify this is we open up this zip file and if we see a skull, then we're winning. Yes. It worked. Doing as much as we can. Wow. Nice. Hope it's fun to swing a sledgehammer or use a jackhammer or something. Oh, that's a pretty good joke. Hey, Ski. All right, we're gonna write down these instructions. Okay, notes on using wine for this. Get wine from. Actually, my notes come from here, right? Good night, 3D extended. So there's a portable one here, although this is a script, which I assume is a script. Whoa, no, it's 143 megabytes. Why does it say it's... Maybe it is all of what you need to run wine. Okay. Well, anyway, get wine. I already had it as part of whiskey. You just got to write notes on this stuff, and then it should be pretty easy. So, and mine was located here. Where is here? Here. There. Okay, then fill out Godot editor settings. Editor settings. And then where is this stuff located? Export Windows. Yeah. Export Windows wine with that path. And then I guess we should bold these things. Can I do that? No, you can't. Whoa, 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 whoa. Apple Music. Oh, calm down there. Okay, fill that out with a path. Fill out the sibling option RC edit. Maybe this one should have been like that. With the path to RC edit, which we got from GitHub. In here. That you download from GitHub. And then export as you normally would. Don't include quotation marks. Whiskey in my bowl. How's the current build readiness? Current, I think I uploaded an hour or so ago. I think it's pretty good. There are still some changes that I want us to make, but I think it's in pretty good shape. In fact, maybe we should do like a tiny bit of play testing to see what still stands out. I want to fix the tip system stuff for sure. Do you use Obsidian for notes? Yeah, I'm using Obsidian for notes. I have an Obsidian command with a little bit more information there. Not try to recreate it, but there does seem to be an issue with the new auto battle buttons. I did something like open map, enable the auto repeat on map interface, then click auto toggle on while they were walking to the portal. And they never went in, walked to the portal, then away. Had to cancel the battle and try again. I think I know what that problem is. That's definitely something we should investigate today. So I want to spend very little time on the rest of this stuff. There is one other thing though that we need to do here. So this stuff's all set. That's fine. That's working. Now in the export settings, we would need to set more than just the icon. Company name, Exonomous LLC, game name. Oh, the game name might already be correct. Although I don't know how we check that. It just says windows.exe. We definitely need to rename that. I'll just write Skeleseller in here. File description. I don't think we need that. Copyright. I don't think we need. Export all this stuff. File version. Product version. That's fine. Yeah, I think all of this stuff is fine. Let's export one more time and see if there's any information we can find out about the executable after we've done this. Like, what does it say right now if I say get info on this? Does it say Godot somewhere in here? Other than where? I'd like it to not be named windows.exe as well. That'd be great. But no, I don't think we can get information that would only show on Windows here. Or at least not from this we can't. So delete that. This should have exported by now. Good. Now open up the new one. Is it still called windows.exe? It is. Well, this we could fix through a script if we really want to. But why is it called windows.exe? Maybe we should have named it. Maybe if we'd called it skeleseller.zip. Skeleseller.zip, then it would have exported with skeleseller.exe inside of it. Just waiting for it to appear. Whether you need to click modify resources, may need to check this info with wine or whiskey. done yet. With modify resources checked, meaning it will inject this information using RC edit. Okay, so we made skeleseller.zip, and inside it is skeleseller.exe. Okay, that's what we need to do then. Oh, I'd like it to not have the name skeleseller.zip though. The Mac version is fine. The Linux version is probably called linux.exe or Linux. Yeah, it's just executable. Oh man. I want them all to be named Skeleseller. I don't know if you can do anything about that. Can you? Oh, I can just change the directories that they go to. Then I need to fix my export script though. Yeah, fine. Let's do it. It's smarter to do it that way. Let's write in the troubleshooting section here. Exported game has the wrong executable name. I was exporting to out/windows.zip. So my executable was named windows.exe. It's better to just output to something like out/windows/your game name.zip so that it gets the correct name. All right. Well, I think we got solutions to pretty much all of our problems right there. So let's output to win/, and then here we'll make it out/mac/skeleseller.zip. Lowercase probably. Actually, lowercase? What do Mac applications use? They're all capitalized. But I think the application is going to get capitalized regardless. But maybe we should capitalize it on Mac. What happens if you... I don't know what the convention is for this. I don't know if you downloaded this inside of a zip, if it would also be capitalized there. But let's capitalize it then, at least for Mac. And then on Linux, let's do out/linux/skeleseller.zip. Okay, so all of these should be set correctly. Now, if we were to export all of them, it's going to make a brand new set of folders for us. And our upload to itch tool needs to be changed. I can't move this window for some reason. Okay, now moved all over the place. Okay, so these all changed. This is now mac/skeleseller.zip. This is win/lowercase skeleseller. Reformulate. Thanks for the resub. Happy 19 months. I really, really thank you. I'm always blown away when I see anything, any resub really, but just when I always think that the amount of time you could have been subbed for now in one go would be what, 13 months? Because when I came back to streaming. So it's nice to see that someone would have subbed from like years ago. Our second sub baby, I mean, that would have happened at 18. But yeah. Okay, I think these are the right things. And we should have the new paths all here now, right? Game out. All right, so we don't need this or this or this. Something didn't work. Those paths need to exist, don't they? Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Okay, so we make Mac, Win, Linux, and then export them all. And then probably change any of these things that I have up here. Whoops. Out/. Set the export path. And it should be like out/web/index. Note the out/web folder needs to exist for this to work. I think you're missing out in the itch tool. What did it say before? Oh, it did have out there. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Thank you. Okay, did it build? We should now have this stuff. I don't know what this is doing. Delete that. We should now have everything here. Yep, there's that, and there's that. And now the name of this should be capitalized in here. Yes, good. Ooh, all right. Should we even try uploading them to itch right now? Or should I fix the issue that Xanis was telling us about? Probably we should try. It's not actually a new version, right? Did I do anything? Git log -3. Whoops, lot. Bump game version. Yeah, no, I didn't do anything then. So then let's try uploading it. SS game tools. No, SS tools. There it is. So Skeleseller tools, upload to itch. Does it work? I think it's pushing everything. No, I figured out the patch. Why is there anything to patch here? I shouldn't have changed anything. Maybe while on Windows, it would have changed the executable. Maybe it changed the path names or something. I don't know. Doesn't matter. As long as it works. Okay, so let's check all this stuff in. Everything in the game is pretty fun. Hey, Plutonium. I mean, the game as of like 3 seconds ago was just uploaded. So if all you wanted to do is play the game, could have just downloaded it from there. Saved yourself a lot of hassle. Advanced options, true. Welcome to the stream, by the way. True. We got the icon. We got the company name, everything. Okay, so I'd like someone to tell me at some point. Chef Alton had said it showed the product name as Godot Engine, but this is on Windows. So if someone could download it from itch, like I said, it doesn't have to be now. It could be whenever someone is doing this anyway. These were uploaded today. Yeah. If someone can download the Windows version and tell me, does the product name, does anything look weird about the executable at all? Like the icon, the name, the product name, the whatever, copyright stuff. Oh, you already have it, Kevin. Okay, yeah. It has the skull. Okay, that's good. And it's named skeleseller.exe, right? With a lowercase s, I guess. Ski has all that information ready. Still has those other defaults. File description is where that shows up. Copyright is bad. Product and file version. Why does it say 1000? It said it would pull those from the project. What, you lying configuration options. It says leave empty to use project version. The project version isn't 1000. Project version. Yeah. What? I don't want to have to type this in many different places. Do I have to put a space here? No, it says invalid. Oh, maybe it used that because it can't process the alpha there. 0.5.7 alpha. Yeah, it says invalid. What does it need to contain 4 parts? Oh my God. It does. What does that even represent? I thought Semver was 3 parts. Major, minor, patch. And yeah, there should be labels and stuff that are allowed. What versioning is this using? 0.5.7 alpha. It's apparently got to be 4 things. This is what it looked like before the new build you pushed. Okay, so this compared to Ski's image. Where's Ski's image? Oh, let's just pull it up again, I guess. So it changed the product name and it changed the product version. Okay, good that it at least did that stuff. So we still got to fix the file description and the copyright. Date modified is fine. Okay, let's go fix those before I forget. File description. Godot engine. They use the same product name and file description. So let's follow the same pattern they use. We'll just call this Skeleseller. And then copyright will do the same thing they did. So I'll type this out. C 2025 Xtonomous LLC. And then we got to update the date on that at some point. All right, so that's everything except for the versions. Now we need to figure out the version information. This is stupid. I'd love to just be able to put like a 1 in there and then use the versions we have. What is this though? Windows file version format? Version info resource. Is this what I think it is? Fixed info. What? This might be it, but I don't know. Whoops. Windows file version format 4 numbers. File versions is a Windows version number, which is always a 4-part number. Where do you find out more information about this? Maybe we just ignore this. Yeah, maybe we just ignore this. I don't think this is worth figuring out. But I do think we need to file a task at some point. File a task to update the year of the copyright of the Windows export for Skeleseller. Maybe no one will ever notice or care about this. Everything else kind of looks fine. So that's finished. That's finished. Look for an issue to close. I think I have this written down somewhere. But the rest of this all worked pretty well. So now we can just mark this as done. Yeah, we filled out this information. Yeah, cool. The project got a new... Oh, interesting. It's got a UID instead of the path. That's less usable. Unless it renders as the icon anyway, in which case it's just as usable. Yeah, it is. Neat. Okay. This worries me a bit. There's an asterisk at the top, and I'm going to hit save, but I don't know what it's going to save. So let's just look through these things again. I don't see anything wrong. We deleted the Godot icon. That could be deleted on its own. Let's just do that. Remove unused Godot icon. All right, then this was a set of changes. Improve Windows export. Well, improve exports. All exports now go to folders named after the platforms. This allows us to name the executables Skeleseller instead of Linux.exe or Linux or Windows.exe. What else did we do? Build out more of the information about the Windows export. I'm going to just do this. It had, where'd those pictures go? It had the wrong, it had all of Godot's information rather than Skeleseller's information. Now the only thing wrong is the version number, which will show as 1000 because it has to be a 4-part number instead of 0.5.7-alpha or something. Okay. Whew. Yeah. Great. Commit that. Oh, wait. Oh, this might fix an issue. Don't commit. Let's search for Windows. There. This is done. Yeah. Fixes that. Any other issues this fixes? Rename builds. This is done too. Make sure launch options are updated on Steam. Oh boy. All right. We gotta check that. That'll be when I upload the demo. I'll just put that in the festival prep thing. Festival prep. Launch options. Get the demo. Yeah. Make sure the launch options are correct. On today, I updated the name of executables on Windows and Linux. Skeleseller.exe and Skeleseller respectively. All right, I'm gonna close that. Fixes that, fixes that. I don't know if you can put and. anyone know about that? Can you say fixes 1 and 2 and it would fix them both? GitHub closes message. I think it was 2 issues. Use any of these keywords. Must contain a string matching the following pattern. Okay, no, you cannot do that then. So I could just put a comma between them. Any others this fixes? I can close the massive amount of tabs I have open. Can't export debug builds. I don't think that actually matters. Yeah, cool. For a different game, it is 4.27.1.0. Yeah, the issue is we can't do this dynamically unless we run RC edit ourselves, which I should probably write a note about how to do that before I forget. How did we do that? Have it written here somewhere. This? Yeah, this. Okay. On using wine for this through the Godot UI, and then to use wine through the command line. To use wine. Just run RC edit according to their instructions. I am never going to be done with writing these notes, huh? Because there's just an infinite amount of stuff to get through. Following their docs, yeah. E.g., this changes the icon. Okay, we're just gonna fudge some of these paths, that's all. Yeah. Set icon / my icon. Okay. How long is the vacation? Less than a week. I'll just upload the newest versions in place of the demo that's there currently. That way it still launches correctly. Okay, sounds good. Yeah. Oh, neat. So yeah, this didn't bother updating the version at all. And their copyright's out of date. And so is StarCraft's, which I'm actually kind of surprised by. I would have expected them to have some auto patching thing. Then again, I guess if the only thing the patch is going to do is change the year, it's probably not worth it. But this is probably never going to be important. And if it ever is important, it's probably the kind of thing that we'll do in an automated way. Hang on one second. Okay. So did we file all that? I guess I could. I'm debating whether I should write this down. Yeah. For some examples of how this looks for other games on Windows, see these screenshots. Actually, I should just put this image directly into my notes, huh? Yeah. Thanks, Dark. Okay, so we've checked in this stuff now. We'll push that, and we got to go look at this bug. That was a little harder than I thought it would be, but I'm glad it worked out pretty well. Yeah. Now that did close an issue, this one. Note, Ski said he'll change the launch options. Either way, it's something I want to validate as part of festival prep, which is 561. Great. let's close everything. Now let's go try to figure out this bug that Xanish just mentioned. Yeah, the copyright year, nah, I don't know. I'll just put this in the backlog. I don't feel like doing this right now. Think we would have to run RC edit ourselves and rezip the game. It's certainly not hard to do. Not sure how to recreate it, but there does seem to be an issue with the new auto battle buttons. I did something like open map, enabled auto repeat on the map interface. All right, let's go put this back in. Skip tutorial, automate. I need auto battle. Okay, enable the auto repeat during a battle. That part shouldn't matter. Then click auto toggle on while they were walking to the portal. Oh, that doesn't reflect. Okay, I think I know what's going on. Yeah, I think I know what's going on. Thank you for reporting this. You click this and then you click this and then they mess up. Yeah, because it's toggling it off. I see. This should be very easy to fix. Did I give you a point for this, Dennis? No, I did not. You get a point. All right, like I said, should be pretty easy to fix. It's when you make this thing, we need to know whether auto battle is already on. Auto battle enabled. I typed that wrong? Yeah, it needs. Oh, no, it's enable auto battle. No, it's not either of those. What I call this is auto repeat on. Wow, dumb. Yeah, so that sets the value. We need to set this on the walking to portal screen, which we don't even have this information, but we set it to visible there, and then toggle auto battle button dot set pressed no signal is auto repeat on. Yeah, the point is for the joke earlier. What a funny joke. If I recall correctly, this is only called from one location. It is. And we don't have the information we need. Wow. Shouldn't instance slot keep track of whether auto repeat is on? It does, but I don't know if this works. Let's try it and just see what happens. Yeah, let's see. Auto battle, auto repeat. But Xanis, just to be clear, you didn't get into a state where you were like totally stuck. You couldn't advance. It was like you closed the window and you were like, yeah, it's a bug, but there was no major impact. Not that anyone had this version for very long, but still, this is still broken. Yeah. So then nothing is setting this. Cancel battle and try it again. Yeah. Okay, good. So no major impact. Oh, what should do this? Battle panel. Battle panel calls start or chose party. There it is. And the thing that listens to this is the town. This knows whether we had auto battle enabled. We call walk to portal on this thing, which starts that in here, which creates a walking instance without us knowing whether this thing was set. That's our problem. The instance slot doesn't get enabled or the right thing. This is only ever done from there anyway. So where else is create instance slot used from? Two places? And one is here. And what is this? The battle simulator and the town start battle. Why don't you need to know? Because there's already an instance slot. So it's only when we create an instance slot that we need to know. But we only need to know in one case. We must set this somewhere. Yeah, right there. What's the problem then? Oh, because of the order that this happens in. Oh, I see. Okay, so this should not be here. This might cause an issue. If you edit the party, then set auto repeat there. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so the third thing here is going to be auto battle enabled. And then when we make the instance slot, this creates it. This never initializes anything. Just instantiates it. Okay, I don't think that's gonna work. Where does this get called from then? If the instance doesn't exist? Tisk, tisk, tisk. Okay, let's try this. Let's set auto battle on through here if we even can. Auto repeat. It wouldn't have this. It wouldn't have anything it could do here. Instance is not null. There is no party in transit. Yeah, none of that stuff should matter. This shouldn't be needed now, right? No, this should be needed, but now it'll work. All right, so all we have to do is fix the places where this is initialized so that now it passes in whether or not auto battle should be on. So I guess we don't need it here. We don't use it and there are no errors in this function. Okay, yeah, delete. All right, and then here's the other one. Town instance. Town instance, instance ID adventurers auto battle. Auto battle is passed in. No, it isn't. Oh, come on. All right, take care, Prestel. I'll probably be back on Friday of next week. That's my guess. But maybe I'll just do work off stream. Either way, that weekend's probably going to be a work weekend. But yeah, thanks for hanging out. Hope you have a good weekend. Hope you have a good week. Well, we'll see then, huh? Yes, we will. Yes, we will. All right, I'm still thinking what the best way to do this is because we have the town right here. So we could just, if the instance is null, we could just get this from what is the battle panel set to? Yeah. And then I probably didn't need to do any of this stuff, did I? No, probably not. Probably not. Auto repeat. I think it's best to pass this in anyway. I'm not sure. In and out, 20-minute adventure. Just a 200-minute adventure. 2,000 minutes later, I will be done. I think I want to change this and just make this easier. Yeah, I think we're just going to gut this and probably this. Yeah. And do a no right here. So this would be town.battlepanel.auto repeat, which doesn't exist if I'm not mistaken. Walking the portal, battle panel. What controls whether we've enabled that button? Right there. And when it's pressed, we set the state of this thing and we just know whether or not it's enabled. Oh, that's insufficient for this, isn't it? We need to know whether, okay, I see. I know what we have to do. Okay, so public bool is auto repeat on. Is that the button is pressed and it's not disabled. And then we can just use that from here. There There. Okay, let's try it. Is Xanus's bug fixed? We turn this on, we hit start battle. It should be on here. And if I uncheck this, they should still walk to the portal. Ooh, but now they're not marked as being in battle, which means I could... Oh, they don't even walk to the portal. Well, why is that the case? That they don't go there anymore? Because I guess turning it off makes them bail out of the party. Oh my god. We're going to figure this out. If auto repeat is now set, or yeah, it's set and now it shouldn't be, then free the adventurers from battle. This is only assuming that the battle actually existed. How do we know that's the case? And walking the portal is null. If auto battle was just turned off and you're not in a brand new battle, then make sure the adventurers don't get stuck. Even this isn't correct, is it? No, I think this is. I'm beginning to think that this walking to battle state is a dumb idea. Yeah. Like, from a game point of view, it needs to exist. But from a code point of view, I think it could have been combined with something else. All right, well, let's try this again. They still go into battle, and they're just not auto-battling. So when they win, it's over. Okay, let's do the same thing over here. Start and keep it on. And now they auto-battle. Sure, that's working. Turn on auto-battle, turn it off. They don't go into the battle. Oh, okay. I see now. I don't know if this is going to violate expectations. You turn this on, they're going to walk to the portal. You turn it off, they're going to stop walking to the portal. That is a little unusual now. Pressing auto battle probably shouldn't repeat the battle, or shouldn't trigger the battle. You should have to press repeat battle for that. Yeah, that's maybe where this confusion came from. Why'd I even make this the case in the first place? I don't know. Yeah, I think that's a bigger change I should make. All right, so I know I'm blocking this with my keyboard camera, but there's this button here, and when you press this, it's going to make the rogue walk into the portal and then start a battle. Okay, makes sense, right? But repeat battles right here, and on this screen, we have essentially a checkbox, but it doesn't just do something automatically. You have to click start battle. So should that same pattern be applied here? Clicking auto battle doesn't make your rogue do anything. It's clicking repeat battle that always makes it do something. I don't really know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what you would expect. I should probably think about that later. But if you turn it off here, it should make you leave the battle. And if you click repeat battle, it should automatically go back in. Yeah, okay. So everything is at least working, it seems. Whether it's working in the most consistent way, I'm not sure. I should write this down for some point in the future. So when you have a battle window, wait. Before I forget here, just get rid of this. Start. You can turn this off and back on however many times you want. You can cancel it completely. Yeah. So when you have a battle window from a battle that has already run at least once. There is repeat battle and auto battle. And an auto battle checkbox. Clicking, like enabling the checkbox will act as though you clicked repeat battle. Should it? I did do the launch option work and it works as intended for Windows at least. I don't love the process of setting a new version live. I think it'd be better to do via Steam CMD versus rather than the website. Yeah, I think that's a price we're gonna have to pay at some point, and probably during the first festival. Hopefully it's not too bad. I'll have to look at that. I should probably write down mentoring here. Okay, so I think this bug is fixed. I think we can check this in. Yeah, it's 3 lines of code that changed because this one doesn't count. Because that one's gone. So if auto battle was just turned off and you're not in a brand new battle, I guess I'd say if you're in a brand new battle, then the adventurers should still walk to the portal since you haven't canceled the battle. Sure. Then this, okay, yeah. So fix bug with auto battling. The walking to portal didn't reflect the auto battle setting from the battle map. There are 2 spaces there? No. Didn't reflect the auto battle setting from the battle map, which meant that it would appear to be off. And if you toggled it on, it would actually be off and stop your adventurers from moving to the portal. Both aspects of this bug, the incorrect value and the never enter the portal part, are fixed. Depends on how many versions you're putting out, I guess. When it's live, you'll have to 2-factor auth for every version on every platform they place live. Every version will be 3 times doing 2-factor auth. 1 time we use Steam CMD. I assume we're going to put several versions online, especially like right now, I'm putting new versions online just kind of willy-nilly, but kind of every single little bug we fix, we should probably just publish a new version on Steam as soon as we fix the bug. That way people will pretty much always have the latest version and I don't need to worry about like, well, was this, 2 versions before this and you didn't get this fix. So yeah, I assume we're going to do it pretty often. Thought you were talking with an AI. Yeah. I was just writing up here the commit message and I happen to read it out loud in case people can't read it. This text is small and I don't know if you can increase the size of that without increasing the size of everything. But I like people to be able to read what's on my screen and I don't want this to be like, this size the whole time. So I think this is still readable even on mobile. At least I hope. At some point, it's going to hurt my usability to have the text take up like half the screen. But yeah, welcome in high level blocks. Export from the command line rather than having to use Godot UI. How hard is it to do this? Godot export from command line. Maybe we can just write a quick thing on this. Command line export. Is there an export here? Oh, look at that. Export the project using a given preset and matching release template. Preset name should match one defined in export presets. Okay, do we have that? Export presets? Yeah, we do. Mac OS. Presumably we can just search for name equals for all of these, right? What is that? SDK name. I don't care about that. Don't care about that, that, or that. So they're just these three, I guess. People may get annoyed at downloading 200 megabytes over and over. I would assume Steam uses the same patching for demos as they do for their full builds. So if you've got it installed through Steam, it should be like a 100 kilobyte change you download, and then it just patches the executable. The patching part might take a little bit of time, but it won't be like patching a AAA game. GitHub Action for a Steam deploy. That I'm probably not going to do. I think it's worth automating, but I don't think it's worth fully automating. Like, I don't want to accidentally push builds. I don't want anyone else to have permission to push builds. So, yeah, I might lock that down. I think the way we're uploading the build is triggering Steam to treat every build as a brand new thing. Okay, yeah. I think Steam CMD is the way to go, though, for the future. Let's try this out. This might work, and it looks like it's pretty easy. So, yeah, let's just run with export release. And then certainly sounds like it's easy. Oh, wait, there's a path at the end? What's that? Path should be absolute or relative to the project directory and include the file name for the binary. The target directory should exist, implies import. Starts the editor, waits for any resources to be imported, then quits. Implies, oh my God, implies editor and quit. Okay, so this is like doing editor and quit. If we do this, export with a given preset. I don't know what the path represents. Where we're trying to output the build, isn't that already saved in here? Like out/max/ whatever, yeah, export path. I don't think that should be needed, but it's in angle brackets and not in square brackets. I'll just try this out. How do we even run Godot? Echo Godot 4. Can I run this? Yes. All right, so we do export. What's it? Release. And then the preset name. Preset name, I think just Mac OS. Oh, is this the preset name? Preset 0? I don't know. Let's try Mac OS. And it's probably going to complain it doesn't have a path. And actually, before we do any of this, let's just switch into the temp folder and maybe make a new, like a testeroni folder in here. And now let's try this thing. Like I said, I think it's going to complain about a path. Please provide a valid project path when exporting, aborting. What? Valid project path? That's not what I expected. Okay, that makes sense. It says include the file name for the binary, though. I think I'm missing something from up here. I'd love an example on this. Path to your project, dash, dash. Oh, that's a path. Oh, yeah, okay, that's fine. I thought this is something different. All right, where's the Godot thing? Is it in here? Project Godot, yeah. So let's take this and put this over here, and then that should work. I shouldn't have to touch anything now. It should just export. It's not looking like it's doing anything. Oh, scanning files. Please wait. I think it's working. I don't think the path is part of the template. 2 values for that. Export release argument. I think we got it. I'm not positive. Yeah. And yeah, I see what you're saying, Kevin. It could serve as a foundation for us. Could not find a part of the path. This is some temporary folder it made. Godot publish.net. That does not sound good. Did it somehow output this anyway? I doubt it. What time is it? 2:42. It did? What? Why would it have errored out right at the very end? And all it's trying to do is delete this. I wonder, this strikes me as there are utilities in a lot of languages to make temporary folders, and some of them, depending on the language you're using, their cleanup will delete that folder. It sounds like they're trying to delete it at the end on top of it already having been deleted, so that it shouldn't really be a problem. Kind of sucks that it needs to open the full editor GUI. I think we can stop that with -- headless. Like, let's say I go and delete this completely. We need the Mac folder to exist, but we can delete this skeleseller.zip and then run that. That should work. It took 43 seconds last time. Now that it doesn't need to launch a GUI, it should take 42 seconds. Yeah, it looks like we can do that headless. Take care, Chef Alton. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'll be a completely new person when I come back. One of the things I'm hoping to do, I mentioned this vacation is just a relaxation vacation. I'm hoping to get into some of the creative stuff that I don't ever find the time to do, like writing. But just for fun, not for any project or anything. Surprisingly enough, that took like 17 seconds faster. And I don't know if it's because it cached some of the export process or if it's just because I ran a headless, but that's not too bad. And did it export? Yeah, it did. Okay, well, that's great. So we just need to run this. I'll go modify my release instructions. Export game builds. UI method. Tab that in. And command line method. CD tools. Export all builds from Godot.sh. Okay. Readers. I don't think I've ever shared one of the writing projects I started years ago. Maybe I did. But it's a collection of short stories, and I got done with 2 of them, and I liked them, but I wanted there to be probably like 4 or 5. So maybe I'll work on one of those. All right, we got to go make this script. Upload to itch, save as that, and then run this thing in here. Probably should have that over there. So command equals, how do we just expect there to be a Godot 4 here? Godot 4. Set a Godot 4 environment variable. Let's rename this to Godot. Actually, let's just say echo success. And then let's go try that out. Tools, what is it called? chmod plus x export. I should just say success. Yeah, but if I rename this to Godot 5, then it says blank is not in path. Godot is not an environment variable. Set it to the path of Godot and rerun. Hey, Joe man. You read something on April 1st? Was that one of them? No, that wasn't one of them. That was a completely separate thing that I wrote for, whoops. That I wrote for, well, really just for fun. This is the, yeah, this thing. If anyone wants to read my stupid thing I wrote, there's the link to it right there. I think it's funny. All right, so we get the variable in, nope, not that. And then we use this here, Godot 4. And then this is the path to this Skeleseller project, which would probably be passed in here. No, wait, it doesn't need to be passed in. It's going to be relative to this directory. So we can just reveal this in Finder, and it's up 1 and then game. Yeah, so up 1 and then game. There. All right, so Mac OS is one of them. The other ones were Windows Desktop and Linux X11. And that's it. That should work. We can put some echoes here, like exporting for Mac OS. Actually, let's make a function here. You get 1G for clicking on an apple. Yes. How did you discover it? Because it gets outlined? What am I doing? Edit Z shell. So funny. All right, I'm gonna make a quick function here because I think this will be a little bit easier. We'll call this something like announce build. And how do you take in things? Yeah, $1. So echo $1 and then echo a whole bunch of hyphens. Repeat 80. Whoops. Why is it not? There we go. And then maybe some new lines. How do you echo a new line? I think it's just printf. Does echo on its own echo one? Yeah, it looks like it does. Okay, exporting that. Actually, we should just put this whole thing in here, right? This should just be the platform name. $2. So this will just be export build, I guess. Export build. All right, how do you pass these things in? Because I don't remember any of this stuff. Colorize, is that a function we have here? Yes. $at. Ah, it was $at. Maybe I was doing that wrong the whole time. And I know that's what someone said in chat. They had an orange name, didn't they? Royston. Yeah. Yeah, I think Royston was probably right. Although, like I said, I don't know if it would have worked. Also not here anymore to hear me tell them that they're right. Ah, yeah, so just a space. So export build. Oh, we don't even need the space. We can just use $1 for everything. Or I mean, never mind. Just ignore what I said. All right, so there's Mac, and then the AI should know what I want for this stuff. There. Delete this. And let's try that out. Whoops. Tool, export. Export build, command not found. This probably needs to be in order. Actually, don't know. Yeah, it does. All right, exporting Mac OS. I'm concerned that after it's done with this, it's just going to error and crash. Although maybe it'll crash an individual version of Godot. I should probably delete the Windows version really fast. And maybe the Linux one while we're at it. There, okay, so they're both gone. Now let's see if it can do both of those. So the Mac one should be getting updated as we speak. Then it fails, but it actually works. So it says 250, it is 250. Now it is doing Windows. Invalid version number can only contain alphanumeric or numeric characters in non-consecutive periods. Oh, so you can have any number parts? Huh. What you cooking up tonight? Hey, Grim, I am working on automating the exports of the game. Or, well, not really automating them, I guess just scripting them. There's only one click anyway before this. Although it's nice that this doesn't clog Godot for that time. I could still presumably use the game engine that I have open. Yeah. Okay, it produced... There's no way that worked. There's no way, right? Exporting Mac. Exporting Windows. Did the Linux one just go super fast? Exporting Linux. Yeah, I guess it did. How long did that take in total? 1 minute and 9 seconds? That's not too bad. Linux exists, yeah. Windows exists. Mac exists. Wow, look at that. Well, that's pretty nice. And it's a pretty simple script. All right. Make shell script to export all builds. Write notes on all the stuff. I did all that. Now review a PR. Yeehaw. Add list of shortcuts to the in-game menu. Add a small panel next to the menu with a list of shortcut controls for the game. Nothing fancy, just thought it'd be worth having something. Feel free to change the contents however you think it makes most sense. Just a label. It's a rich text label. Excuse me. Oops, I didn't realize I was holding the Q key that entire time. How do I open this? There we go. Move camera. The only thing I'm a little concerned about is that hyphen is very tiny. I wonder if we should bold these. Is it just one tree that has an apple? No, there are 3. They're all in the main town area if you'd like to find them. I think what we're eventually going to do, I want there to be like a farm stand or something that you buy. And all you can do with the farm stand is upgrade how apples work. So it'll say something like, more apples spawn, apples are worth more. Apples, I don't know, sometimes break into swords. I have no idea, but just something like that. You found them? Yeah. I mean, how many times have you gone to the grocery store and there's a sword in your apple? It's a pretty common occurrence in Skeletown. All right, some of these controls changed a bit, but pretty much that's it. Yeah, this is pretty simple. Cookie clicker within the game. I don't ever want this game to become a clicker game, just to make that very clear. But I am definitely fine with there being elements of clicking stuff, just not like mashing the mouse on things. GHPR checkout 702. Larger dash would work. I'm not sure our font has them. I don't think it does. I hate my Apple Sword is broken right from the store. It's like those little plastic swords they have to skewer cherries or something, right? What happens if I type cherry sword into search? Hang on, I'm trying to find a picture of what I'm thinking of. Yeah, these things. They're like little swords. Okay, let's go try this out. Move this up from here. I think this is a good change. This is an easy win, and we didn't have anywhere to show this in the game yet. And if we ever add a compendium or something, then fine, it can go there. But until then. So you can make this go off the screen. I don't think that's a big deal. I wonder if we just hide it if the window's too small. Alternatively, we could just make the minimum window size at least large enough to... Ooh, what's going on there? Oh, man. Okay, that's a font thing I got to report to Quickie Joe. It's, I'm guessing, only the ligature of double T's. How do we test this? Add a rich text label. Oh, wait, maybe it's caused by... No, it's... All right, we type out the word battle. Then we figure out how to change the font. Just make it a regular label. I know how to change the font of a rich text label, but I want to do this in a hacky way. All right, quick load the bold font. Yeah, that's carved out, but I bet if we spaced out the T's, it wouldn't be a problem. Yeah. Okay. Oh, you sent a message. Okay. Kevin already reported it. Cool. Lots of fun for those when I was a kid. Nothing stops you from buying them as an adult. Man, fonts are not easy work. And we only have, what, like 70 something glyphs probably? Because we have the lowercase letters, so that's 26. Then uppercase, that's another 26. Then the numbers, so we're at 62 characters so far. And then punctuation, and I think that's it. I don't know how many we have for punctuation. It's probably like these, maybe a slash. And that's 7. Yeah, it's probably about 70. Fonts drive me nuts in Godot. It took a long time for me to learn all of the quirks, but I think I've learned them at this point. There is one thing I have not figured out, as far as I know. And it's if you have a rich text label, so if we change this type back to rich text label, and you have multiple lines, so like line 1, line 2, line 3. I don't think line separation or whatever it's called, line spacing, I think, it doesn't exist. What they have instead is line separation. So if I shrink this down to its, no, I don't do that. Hang on a second, fit content maybe. Or maybe I put this inside of a VBox container. I'm trying to figure out how to repro this exactly. Okay, this is how we repro this. Oh my God, I'm trying to resize this. Okay, so see this extra space at the bottom? There is no removing that extra space. And a label has a way of setting the space between lines. A rich text label only has a way of setting a space after each line. So if you were to increase this size, it's going to increase the space at the bottom as well. I don't know how to address that. And I think it's just a bug. But how has nobody talked about it? I couldn't find any issues. And I need to report it myself at some point. Get real swords, that's true. What's the hardest code I ever used? I don't think it's probably the answer you're looking for, but the hardest code I've ever used is a sucky library for tutorials on the web. And this is why it was hard to use, is because it was bad quality code. Yeah, it was someone else's code, but also I don't think it was high quality by sort of anyone's standards. It like maybe accomplished some people's scenarios, and I have a lot of resentment toward that library as a result of this. I just avoided using it altogether due to frustration. That's my only frustration with it. I think everything else with it has been pretty much fine. But I gotta file that issue. In fact, maybe we should do that today. File an issue on rich text label line separation. Bring back nightmares. Yeah, otherwise, I would say when I was starting out coding, there was a lot of code that seemed like it was hard to use because I just didn't understand coding paradigms at the time. And especially, I still think to this day, reading someone else's assembly is not very straightforward. But this I've had to do so rarely that it doesn't really matter. But yeah, there have been various, I've probably spent, I don't know, maybe only 2 or 3 months of my entire life working in assembly, maybe a little longer than that. And yeah, it's like a puzzle trying to figure out what do they want to do? Does this do what you wanted them to do? By the way, because of that, that concept of assembly being hard to read when someone else wrote it, I have, wait, no, where is this? I have a playlist of when I made that NES ROM, and my viewership probably dropped to like an all-time local low when I was doing that, just because of how niche it is. There it is, making an NES ROM. Yeah. Yeah, the total playlist got 184 views. It's just like, why would you watch someone do this? Almost no one can follow along. All right. The only thing I said I wanted to do here potentially is make that bold. And I'm not sure if it's going to look weird. Let's go try it out. So this is game settings menu, in-game menu. All right. So let's try making it bold and just see, does that make it better? Slightly, yeah. We could also increase the font size of it. We could also potentially, no, we can't do that. I was gonna say if we just put 2 next to each other, would it work? But not like that, it wouldn't. We could write them out minus and plus, but I think this is probably fine. Are there any other controls we're missing here? That's the other thing I want to figure out. So let's say we have everything. P is for perks. Q is the debug menu. That doesn't do anything. T for the adventures. B for buildings, which is written down, right? Yeah. M for the map. I think that's everything. I mean, I know we could just search for it in the game. Like, I could just press every key on my keyboard. Looks like what you might want, or what you want might possibly be here. The fixed seems super hacky. Line height by, instead of just choosing your font, click the arrow. Not setting extra spacing. I don't think this exists for rich text label, but I'll have to look into that. Let me save this. Let's go back to this thing that we have here. Font sizes. No, I don't think it exists for a rich text label. It might exist for a regular label. I think I want to report this though. Retro game engine for Python. It's also a robotic dog. Oh, neat. Yeah, neat. Bold the hyphen in the new menu. I don't think it's super visible even with this change, but it's a step in the right direction. All right, I'm gonna merge this. Taking it upon yourself to do this. I don't think we had an issue for this right now. I think it'll help some players. Idle observation. The new panel can get cut off if the window width is too small. I don't think this matters. I don't think we need to do anything about it, but I'd be remiss if I did not put it in the issue. Squash and merge, merged. All right, let's close all these other tabs. That didn't work. There it goes. Now switch back to main. Okay, now let's go file that issue. In Godot, rich text label, line separation. I'll just make sure it doesn't exist. So I searched a bunch of times for this. Does not fit content height. Sounds like a duplicate of that. Okay, I'm gonna file a new issue. Bug report. Rich text label has no property for line spacing. Just line separation. Reproducible in. There we go. System information, I mean, this doesn't really matter. Not for this issue, at least. Sonoma 1461. Mac OS Sonoma 14.6.1. All right, issue description. Let's go get a picture of this. Make this the scene root, delete that. Texture linear. This is the entire issue, so this isn't too bad to describe. Rich text label has lines set, has no line spacing property, which would set the space only between lines. Instead, it has line separation, which adds that value, adds that amount of space after each line. E.g., in this picture, there is a lot of blank space below line 3. I tried a bunch of options and workarounds for this. I didn't try them now. I spent a long time looking into this because I was like, what in the world is going on here? It turns out labels have some default spacing that you can use somewhere. I don't know where it is. Maybe it's not even in here. Line. Maybe it's in fonts somewhere. I don't know. I think it's in the default theme. Anyway, labels have a built-in line spacing. The rich text labels don't. And by not having them, we run into some weird things that can happen. Where's the example of this? There's some skill that has this problem. Hang on. There's something with quotation marks somewhere. I don't remember where it is. Maybe it's one of these. I can't find it. But any one of these will kind of show the issue regardless. If you take a look at this, for example, these characters are too close to one another. And this Y and this H, I think, would be overlapping if they just happen to be closer to each other. Well, obviously, closer to each other horizontally. Everything overlaps when you make it closer to each other enough. But, yeah. So that's a problem. And like I said, I can increase the space between the lines, but then I'd also be adding some blank padding at the bottom of this. Tried a bunch of options and workarounds for this, but I couldn't find anything suitable, and I couldn't find any existing issues. Steps to reproduce. Make a rich text label. And then increase its line separation property to make it more obvious. You don't even need a script, so I'm not attaching a minimal repro. Yeah, you don't even need you don't even need multiple lines. You can just have it with one line. And it's unfortunate because there's no way to stop this. It's like if you want to get rid of that, so you try typing line 1, line 2 and set the separation to something pretty minimal here, you'd just be mashing these lines together. Yeah. I'll write it as I've chosen not to attach a minimal repo. All right. Yeah, I mean, I could include one anyway. I don't really think it matters. Is there anything else I want to write about this? Line separation. I had a note in my Godot UI stuff. Yeah, here it is. Label has a line spacing property, which defaults to 3. Rich text label has line separation. They don't quite have the same behavior. Only workaround is to throw it into a VBox element or VBox container with a negative separation property. I asked about this on the Godot Discord here. I don't think I ever got a response to my message. However, I didn't check after a little while. And I don't know if there's a way to see maybe mentions Adam learns. No, yeah, no one responded to me. It's fine. It's not a big deal. Okay, I'm going to create this. Field cannot be empty. Okay, fine. I'm going to upload a minimal repro. Oh, quit the project list. Create. Just put this in the middle of nowhere. Select current folder. Rich text label repro, spacing repro, create. I didn't need version control there. Okay, so this should be a VBox container and a rich text label. Make this the root of the scene, delete the control, set this to line 1, line 2, line 3. Set the theme to have some large separation. Zoom in, fit content, make this a little larger, and just set the texture filter. Why does it look like trash? I don't know. Maybe it's a font size thing. Yeah, I don't know. All right, well, let's increase this a little bit then. All right, so I'll save this as repro.tscn. And we go zip that up. Temp. What did I put this in? There. All right, so copy paste this. Go into this one, delete everything we don't need. That stuff, that. Probably editor config. But I'll just leave that. I don't think it matters. Actually, it doesn't matter. We don't even need the icon. I should have deleted that too, huh? Yeah. Okay, so there's our zip file. This should be pretty tiny. Yeah, 8 kilobytes. Now we paste that over there and get rid of my note about not including a repro. And now we can upload this. Doable to fix it. You have to follow the add font variation and edit the variation. Oh. Font variation. Extra spacing. Oh my God. Oh my God. What are we supposed to change in here? Hey, potato. Bottom is what I changed. Oops. I meant to change this. Oh. Well, well, well. I might want to go delete my issue. Give me a sec. Wait, what is it doing? No, I think you can change this without needing to even modify this thing. Because there's a bottom spacing thing with BB code. I think it's font BT equals like 5 or something. I don't remember. Spacing. BT. Yeah. So here it's set to 5. I set to like -20. I think that's the same thing as what's happening here. And I don't think that's sufficient, but I don't recall why at this point. I'll have to look in the game and see. Oh, man. What's on the agenda today? Well, we're kind of wrapping up. It was just a bunch of kind of low-key tasks we could do, and it was actually pretty productive. I felt like there wasn't a lot of pressure. Other than when Xanax found a bug, then I'm like, we need to fix that. Oh, I don't think I uploaded the fixed version, did I? I don't remember if I did. Upload a new version. Did I? Hey, we're elite commits. No, I did not. Yeah, I need to upload a new version. Okay. What is the reason why I didn't do this? There was some reason. I don't know what. What is this? Oh, I think I chose the wrong option. Edit in recovery mode crashed. Just edit normally. I don't think we changed anything. If only had a fancy script. That's true. I could run that right now. All right, we got to find any tooltip in the game where this happens. There was one with quotation marks. I don't know where that was. Maybe it was on the adventurers panel? I just remember that one being egregious and not realizing how I could fix this. Could have sworn it was something with quotation marks in it. Oh, there it is. Yeah, right there. Reset skills. Yeah. This is the part. This is colliding right here. So I want to increase the line separation, but I don't want to mess this up. Refunds all of your skill points. So this text, let's copy that. Actually, I guess without the quotes and probably without the escaped quotes. Oh, wait, no, I just need to stop the escaping. I don't need to stop the quotes. There we go. Okay, so now we put this into a new thing. Let's add a rich text label. No, not even that. Let's add a tooltip. Tooltip, make this visible. Editable children. Modify this. Yeah, so here's the issue right now. And if I change this so that it has font BT equals 5, let's say, or 3 or something like that. Why? Is the stream volume lower? I might just not be sitting in front of the mic as closely. And it's possible too that it is lower, but it looks like it's about the same. Just move closer to the screen. So we want to apply this on everything. I guess that was maybe my issue. I'm not even sure. I guess we could have a font variation for the normal font that we have. Tooltip itself has a theme here, tooltip theme. And we can change in the font, new font variation. And then set its, was it bottom spacing by like 2? And then save that and get rid of it over here. Can I lower it? No, you can't. It's extra spacing and that's it. Just set the -2 if you want to delete it. Hey, Chris, it's going pretty well. It's been a good day. All right, so that's our tooltip theme, and apparently that's what we would need to change here. I'm going to update my own issue. Just write this down. I want -2 in the bottom setting. For this font, I think I want this to be positive. Yeah, because I want there to be extra space here. Actually, why does it look like that didn't take? Take care, Cube Miser. Have a good week. Yeah, I know this needs more spacing. I'm trying to figure out why it's not working. I guess I only had this spacing set through the variation. Is this doing anything? Save. No. Why? Is this? I'm assuming this is editing this correctly. And there's only one font here. And the font, let's take a look at the colors maybe. Maybe that'll make it obvious. Yeah. Pull this up closer to my face. Yeah, so why isn't this variation working? What if we said change the top spacing? It's not doing anything. I don't know what's going on. Is there anything we can change here that's going to make it like super obviously different? Yeah, that would. Yeah, it's not having an impact on this at all. Something's wrong. Oh, because this is for label. Oh my God, that's why. Nothing's ever easy. All right, let's try that again. But this time, let's do it for rich text label. And there's like a million fonts. New font variation. The font variation like super messed this up. I guess because it doesn't have the base font anymore. Want to be Skeleseller main? Can I see the... Can't see the full file size? Oh, come on. I just want to see... or the file name. That's what I wanted. And then extra spacing, bottom like 2, something like that. Yeah, this will mostly work. Take care, Grim. Yeah, this will mostly work. Was there a way to do this without not making a variation on the font? Could we have just opened the regular font? All right, let's go. Let's save this as delete me. And then get rid of the change I made to the font. I want to see this in what it used to be. Yeah, so this is what it used to be. Is there a way to just modify the spacing on this? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. I think you want positive line separation and negative bottom though. That way you get spacing between all the lines, but not the bottom of the rich text label. Yeah, the reason I was torn on this is because oh man, there are descenders in a font, and it just so happens that this bottom line doesn't contain any. But if there were the letter Y in this bottom line, then I wonder if we would want the extra spacing there. Well, you did still add spacing at the bottom, I think. Yeah. Sorry. So to be clear, I wonder if I do want the extra space, and that the issue I filed is not a meaningful issue. But still, I guess I'll write my workaround here. No one's posted a comment, have they? Yeah. Note, I'll just put it in the original issue. The best workaround I could find is making a font variation that has new font variation. The same base font. An extra spacing bottom. Spacing bottom. Is this the same as what's set here? Bottom spacing, extra spacing at the bottom of the line. It might be. I guess this would apply to all labels. Has spacing bottom set to a negative value. That way, line separation while keeping line separation at a positive value. I believe this is similar to specifying the BB code font BT equals 5, but in such a way that it doesn't need, that you don't need to modify every rich text label in your game. Okay, save. Okay, I feel better about that. I will put this issue, which has a very round number, in here. I filed. I didn't get a response, so I filed an issue. Yeah. What a day. All right, well, the next step would be to apply this to everything. I don't think it's so unprofessional looking right now. It's bad. It's just not so bad that people are going to be like, "Ugh, I can't believe these two characters are colliding with one another." So I think it would improve the professionalism to address this. Do we have anything about this? Rich text label. Fixed line spacing. Yeah. Oh, nice. I even had it right there. Wow, look at that. Update. I filed an issue on Godot for this. And while doing so, Ski pointed out that I could add a font variation, excuse me, which overrides the extra spacing bottom to be negative. Where's the issue? Here. All right. Oh, since when is that the case? You can click right to switch between these and click preview to switch between these? I always thought you had to click the other tab. That's kind of nice. I'll probably promptly forget that. Where was I going to write this? We should probably apply this in all of our themes. Or at the very least in the tooltip theme. Prime PR numbers. Very pointless stuff. All right. It is brainless. Yeah. It'll be a nice brainless vacation. I've already mentioned this, but I have so much stuff to do tonight. I tend to pack the day before going on a vacation. And today is no different. All right, let's go upload the new version of the game. Delete the delete me scene. That's an easy win. Now go to Project Godot. Change the version 0.5.8. Bump version number. Go run our export command. Did not mean to press that. Look at my releasing guide. Command line method. Open a build just to make sure it runs. I don't even do that anymore. I'm just uploading itch. I don't even think there are that many downloads on itch right now. I'm not aiming for downloads right now. It's just a demo. Where are the analytics? There. Yeah, today there have been 40 views and 24 downloads. Actually more than normal. But I did ask for some help earlier, and that's probably why. Almost all the traffic is coming from itch. Just a bit from search engines. All right, is this almost done? It's getting there. I'll test out the build. Yeah, no pressure. What I think is probably going to happen, I'll be on vacation. Kevin and Dark might still submit some PRs. So when I get back from vacation, it will be like there is a leap forward in terms of quality, but not because of anything I did. And then that's going to be even closer to the version that we launched to the public on Monday after I get back. So February 3rd. If there's time that weekend, I would love to finish this up or at least make some more progress on this. We didn't get past the whole guitar and piano section here. And it's not bad, but I got to work on it. All right, so that's been done. Now upload to itch. How does the analytics part work? That's all done straight through itch. So I didn't customize anything. It's just itch providing analytics. Okay. They should, whoa, motorboat. I was like, there's a purple banner at the top. Thanks for the 5 gifted subs. Welcome in new subs. And possibly old. I think Magnus has been a sub before. Yeah. Yeah, thank you. That's really nice of you, motorboat. There's a personal question, please disregard. But regarding others who are working on this game with you, do you all share equity in this game? So it's what I've been saying is it's pay contingent on revenue. And you know, that means that the game could make $0 and then everybody gets $0. So yeah, hopefully it's not that. I haven't shared the breakdown or anything. Okay, this stuff should be online. Let's go back to edit game. We should see up-to-date times. 3:32. Yep, cool. All right, so new version is online. I kind of wonder whether... Actually, how did I get all the commit messages before? I typed something. Git log. Ah, there it is. Yeah, this. So if I do this with, let's say, 150 commits, not a Git repository. Yeah, that would help. Whoops. Can I run my command again? Delete that and select that. Okay, what was the last thing that I had done? Because I want to try something right now, which is not super important. But what version did I write here? January 20th. Okay, and what date is 2 days ago? January 22nd. Okay, so we need 4 days ago. Oh, Devil Dog YouTube. Jeez. Thank you for the 20 gifted subs. Wow. Yeah. This is very kind of both of you. Welcome in all you new subs. Let's quickly look at the names here. I'm seeing a lot of people I don't see talk in this stream. I don't know if they're here now. Tag the commits that bump the version and diff between those tags. Yeah, I think it would be a good idea for the future. Yeah, very kind of you both. Thank you. Thank you, Devil Dog. Thank you, Motorboat. Thanks to all the individual subs, too. All right, where's 4 days ago here? Upgrade to 4.4 bump game version. I think it was this. And then we went to change minimum window size, and I started writing some of this stuff down. There was the getting stuck on item displays. I don't... Oh, there it is. Nav issues. Disallow repeating boss battles. So I think we stopped like right there. And I... Nope. No, we didn't. We went up to there. Item bleeding. Yeah. So something like that. Anyway, add notes on updating Godot. That's what we want to find. Add notes on... This isn't 150 of these. What? Send you cash, but I know you wouldn't accept it. Enjoy your vacation, by the way. Thank you, Devil Dog. Yeah. It was very nice of you. I wonder if anyone knows what's going on here. I did get log minus 150, and for whatever reason, it only did 38 of them. Yeah, why? Oh, because I had to press space. Oops. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, never mind. All right, I fixed it. I don't know what I did originally that I ignored that. And then the thing that we're looking for is add notes on updating Godot. Okay, here. So now what I'm going to do is we're going to go to chat.openai.com and see if it can make this easier for me. Give me a sec. Okay. So I have a list of commit messages for my game. I'm trying to summarize them in just a few lines, making sure only to cover the most important ones. Here are the messages. Okay, now what? This button? This isn't even right. Look at this. Added an auto battle button. Some of this stuff's pretty good. Improve floating text visibility. Is this even true? Yeah, I guess so. Address sprite bleed issues. Use more distinct enemy variants in battles. This is crazy to me. Fix title screen, button sizing, life bar animation. Adventure related issues. Updated exports. Yeah, I don't. We can't use this really, but it's mostly like fix bugs and stuff. I've been using Atom for background work noise for almost 10 years. Users don't have donations. I had donations at one point. I think my main reason for not doing more monetization stuff is I don't think the stream will ever be a good source of money, and that I should focus on either products or services. I'd like the stream to just kind of be free. The other thing too, I think, is that if the stream were to be a good source, I'd rather it be like a source from a lot of people than a large source from a few people. But that it doesn't matter too much. Yeah. Every once in a while, someone will make their own Twitch monetization public. Maybe they have like a sub goal and it says they're at like 300 out of 350 or something. I'm always kind of blown away by this because channel size doesn't necessarily indicate how many subs you're going to have. And I've seen channels that are a fraction of my size that have like, yeah, triple the sub count or something. And I'm always like, I'm not necessarily looking to do that, but I wonder how they're encouraging it to that extent. Anyway, we are up to version 0.5.8. And this is January 24th. I wanted to say fix the most pressing issues, bugs, and quality concerns. Fixed the most pressing bugs and quality concerns that everyone has reported. I don't think anyone's reading this. So I'm going to just put that there. Because, like, even if people are reading this, are they going to be like, what's every single thing that changed? I'd like to have detailed patch notes at some point, but it's just not worth it right now. When are we getting a 72-hour subathon? Man, I just wrote myself another note saying, like, do not work evenings. And I remember back in the Botland days, I was always like, do not work more than 32 hours per week. Well, sorry, not work. Do not stream more than 32 hours per week. That was kind of always my limit. And I think these last couple of weeks have gone higher than I normally do. And even then, it's not too crazy. Like, what do we do? I'm going to roughly estimate here. So this is 12, 15, 20, 19, 21, 44, 27 and a half. So this is like, it's 30 hours if I'm not mistaken. And that used to be the like average I would do in a week, probably. And now it's more than what I would normally do. Anyway, I should go find someone to raid. I think it was a pretty good day. Hey, Crows. Bad timing. All right. There are a bunch of people I wanted to raid who raided me who were never online for me to be able to raid them, which is a shame. Spherophoria is online right now. Let's go raid Spherophoria. He always raids me, and we usually end at like the same time, so hopefully he'll be online for a little longer. He's always doing cool stuff, though. He works on some pretty intense problems. I will be on vacation, for anyone who doesn't know this. I'll be on vacation for the next, at least until Thursday. Friday, I might stream, I might not. That'd be a week from today. And then 3 days from then is Idler Fest. And that's when things get serious. So I'm excited. I am hopeful. Yeah, I'm really hoping that all pans out. If you know anyone who is interested in this game, who has not wishlisted it, that'd be great. Why not link to itch from your Twitch page? I'd rather link to Steam. I think Steam is probably going to convert people a little bit more easily, given that it's more familiar to more people, I think. But yeah. Anyway, I'll see you all later. Thanks again for watching. Have a good week without me. See you again on like Friday-ish, maybe.